Video, I'm going to show you how you can use CRM to manage projects with your internal team and with your clients, and how easy it all is, and how we can eliminate things like emails going back and forth, multiple tools like Slack, Basecamp, Trello, Asana, and getting everybody all jumbled up. Okay, so this is going to be really simple. I'm going to give you an example of a website redesign. So first thing I'm going to do is come over to projects. I'm going to hit add project, and then I'm going to select the client we want to work with. And then I can type in the name of the project. So we're going to do redesign. And then I can put any details that I would like here to provide further context or instruction. And then I will select a date range for the project. It's going to be a 2-week project. All right, and then I can see that the project shows up right here. Another place that I can get to a project and where everything else is also organized is under the clients themselves. So I come over here to the client and hit projects, and I see that I've got that project that I just created existing here. So I'm going to click into it and show you what this looks like. So every project has these 4 statuses, these 4 kind of boards. So we got to do, in process, review, and done. And that is how all the tasks will be organized. So I need to create a task for something to show up there. So I'm going to do a wireframe design as one of our tasks. I can provide further context here, and then I can assign it to a user on our team. So I will assign it to one of our designers, and I can add a start date and an end date. And I can select, or I can first, let me go over the files. I can upload any files that they might need to fulfill this. And then I can also select a priority. You can set a reminder for them. I want to remind them 2 days before at 8 a.m. There we go. And then I can also down here notify other team members as the statuses change. So for example, when it goes to for review, I want to be notified. So I'll mark myself there. And boom, task created with all the necessary information that he needs. So that's how you would assign a task to an internal team member, but often is the case that we need to involve the clients, right? So for a website, we might need pictures from the client for the website. They have all that information. In the past, we'd have to go over email, share a Dropbox link, and then figure it out from there, right? You need to have a Dropbox account and all that. They'd have to know how to use it. With Whoa, if we set them up properly on the front end, on the onboarding, right, they'll be in Whoa, and this will be the one place where we can do everything. So let me assign a task to our client user inside of this project. So I'm going to do photos for website as the name of it. And then in the description here, I'll say, please add photos to the folder. Okay. And so now I will create a folder here, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, where they can upload that. And as you noticed, now we have these 2 things here, assigned to client users, and I'll assign this one to John. I also can add a start date and a due date, just the same, and any other stuff here. And I can notify myself again, or whoever, when it is, or actually see, I can upload it, or I can notify Andy, right? He might need the photos when he's designing the site. So I'll notify him when it goes to review, so that when John uploads the folders or the files, marks it as review, and you'll get notified. So I'm going to hit create there. All right, now before I launch into the client side of things, I want to show you how all that works and what the client sees and how they would actually be able to upload the files. We need to create a folder for John to upload the files into, but I also want to show you the different views here. So this is the card view where you can see stuff laid out here. And so when Andy starts working on this, he can move it. He can move it to in process, right? And everybody can see where everything's at in the project. Also, if we hit task, we'll be able to see just a list of everything, and people can mark their completion. We can also see the statuses here, assignee, last update, due date, all that good stuff. We can also see it on a timeline view. So these had the exact same due dates and start dates. So that's why they look like this. But as you put in more projects, you can kind of see stacked up where everything is and how everything's being worked on. All right, Docs. So this is like Dropbox or OneDrive or Google Drive, something like that, right? So, but it all exists here so that we have better organization. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this the Photos for Website. Save it here, right? So this project is a website redesign. So we want all the folders easily accessible and easily organized within this project. So that's why we have this feature here. Now we need to give access to the client user in this instance, because he's the one going to be updating these photos, but you might have projects or rather folders that you don't need to give access to the client to. So not everything is going to be defaulted to give access to the client at first, but we can easily do so. So I'm going to click this, hit share, and I can do share with client users, right? You also notice that I have this share link. So if for whatever reason I needed to copy that link and send it to somebody, I could do that and they could upload folders there. Okay, so everything is set up now for me to go over to the client portal side of things and show you how he would upload folders there. So let me bump over to this tab. And here we are. As you can see, this is the client side of things, Will Client, and this is what John would see. This is what your clients would see. So tasks, that task that I just created, photos for the site, is here. You can click into it and see any details. Let me just log back in. Okay, so back into tasks. Here it is. So I can click into this task and I can see exactly everything that I need to do. It looks very similar, right? So I can go to folder and now I see that folder. So I'd be able to click into here and I'm going to upload a simple little picture in there just for demonstration. It's just a logo. So file has been uploaded here from the client's end, and the client can go back to tasks and mark it for review. Done down here, task is updated is for review. What that'll do on this end, right, is let me refresh this page. Is it'll move that task that was here for to do and for review. Andy will have been notified because we had set that up. But also, if we want to go into the docs, right, we can look in the photos for website, and that file, which the client uploaded on their end, is showing up here. So in this video, I hope you saw that you can manage projects really easy, involve as many different people as you want, but do it in a way that makes sense. And the people that need to be notified are notified, and the people that are assigned to projects need to be assigned to projects, and you're able to get information from clients. With Woe CRM, you're able to do all of these things without involving a ton of different softwares, and you're simplifying communication and project management for you and your clients so that you can spend more time doing the actual work, doing what you're paid to do, more so than organizing everything and worrying about all these admin tasks. So I hope that you saw this. If you're interested in learning more, you can go to our website, wocrm.com, and you can book a demo, see other videos about how we do things. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.